Hey everybody, good morning. Happy Thursday. It is a beautiful day. You are chilling with the breeze with me, Zafer. And today is a throwback day. That's right. We're taking it back to episode 2. It's a pretty good one, man. I listened to it and I actually enjoyed it, so I'm happy to premiere it again. I just dropped a new EP today. It's only on my Bandcamp. So go to zafer.bandcamp.com and check it out. Love from the Distance. It is definitely one of my favorite EPs that is out right now. We'll be listening to it as this podcast plays. So be sure you guys let me know what you thought about this podcast. Much love to everybody out there that's been listening, that's sent me love and comments about the episodes it's been posting. I really appreciate it, guys. I really do. Won't hold you up much longer. We'll get right into it. Welcome to episode 2 of Chillin with the Breeze. It's me, Zafer, and we're back for another one. I hope everybody's doing all right today. Hope you're getting up, getting out of bed, doing what you got to do to get you on your way. I just want to drop you some love and positivity, really. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the mix session on YouTube. It was amazing hanging out with you all. We had a total of 15 people watching at the same time when I premiered it. So it was amazing. It was awesome. It was great to chat with you guys. A special shout out to Axsound, who came into the chat, said hello, and thanks for the love. That is really how it works. You know, we can spread the love with our music, with what we do as artists, as people, and as fans of the genre. I love it. I love doing it I love doing it in a way where it just kind of compounds upon itself. It expands like rapidly, you know. It's like compound reactions. It's something you do something for another person, like supporting the artist or another person, like you follow them on Instagram or Twitter, and they follow you back, and then you just network, kind of, you get to meet people. And I've met so many awesome people. I'm still meeting people. I'm still meeting lots of wonderful individuals along my journey in music. It's amazing. I'm blessed. I can't lie. Music is definitely something that has reignited the spark in my life. It's definitely it's got me more interested in doing stuff where beforehand I felt like I was, I've always been a really happy, positive person, but I just never really had, I guess, the motivation to do something like music the way I'm doing it. It's something that I love waking up to. I don't have to set an alarm. I don't have to do anything special. I don't stress about it, really. I stress about the little stuff, like posting and trying to figure out what the text of the copy is, and trying to figure out a way that's workable around, me being myself and having my own time, and also creating content, creating things for you guys so we can all become more of a community. It is a deep desire of mine to not only expose and share this music around, but also to help bring forth the community inside of melodic progressive house. I really think there is a great community. I really do. It's one of the things that I realized making my music and calling it what I called it, and the people that have come and just shown me support and love. It's been a lot. It's been really great, and I'm really grateful, because it's not that, it isn't really like that, in the quote unquote real world. You don't have like, people happy to come and listen to your music and things like that. So it's really awesome. It's just a way that it really makes me all warm and fuzzy. Makes me happy to wake up and do this. That's for sure. I love talking to you guys. I love communicating. I love talking about the music. I even like debating about it on Twitter when the random person tells me that it's not a genre, or I don't know what I'm talking about. It's fine. It's great, because I don't have that kind of way to. I don't even have anybody to really argue that about with, so to speak. And and not that I like want to argue it, don't get me wrong. I just want to I want to discuss it. That's really what I want to do. I would like to discuss it more, because I think when I discuss it with like a lot of fans, or really it's a lot of people that produce it and stuff, they know what it is, they love it, they love the genre, a lot of them like it, but you know, it's hard for them to pinpoint it. You know, it's hard to pinpoint like where it all started. It's hard to pinpoint a lot. There's a lot of mystery still in melodic progressive house that I hope to demystify over the months, years, weeks, whatever, you know. I really do. It's a lot of beauty inside of this genre, and the way that I've come to find my way through it is just my path, but it's just one of the most amazing, you know, things to experience as, you know, like a musician, because, you know, you listen to all kinds of music. So it's not like, you know, you haven't heard any other music before. You know, this is the type of music where, you know, you hear it and it actually resonates in a different way to me, you know, personally. And I know that I do understand that it doesn't affect everybody that way. It's kind of different. Some people are affected by the music differently, and that's great. But there is a good group of us out there that feel really deeply about this music, and also want to enjoy it in a fashion that's maybe not quite as, I don't know, club setting. I don't know how to put it in a better way. I'm not really interested in like spinning my music in clubs. I know I was like, what? But really, it's just, I feel like it's too chill, it's too slow. It's not meant for the smoky drink alcohol environment. It's more meant for a peaceful nature, serenity type setting. I really feel that, you know, because a lot of my music is even kind of inspired from sceneries inside of nature, you know. The clouds, they really are. It reflects it in the titles of my songs, if you haven't noticed, right? But really, though, it's something that of nature itself is inspiring to me, and it keeps me growing. It's peaceful. It teaches me things. I find lessons and all of the things around it. So it translates a lot into me going and making music. And, you know, I kind of want to display it in that setting too. That's why a lot of my pictures are just nature pictures, because it's instrumental, most of it's instrumental. So you don't need, I guess, a subject, so to speak, inside of the picture. You just need the scene. And that's really so like synonymous with melodic progressive house. Melodic progressive house is a scene, you know, and we're telling the story with the melody. I really love how melodic progressive house really emphasizes that for me. It emphasizes that in all the music I hear, where it's a scene, you know. It's not just a dance always. I feel like it's a scene, it's an atmosphere. You know, it's like kind of like a lounge, you know. It's like that. It's like the setting. Melodic progressive house is very much a setting. I know I be hollering it all the time on Facebook and Twitter and stuff, but it's a vibe. It is. It's more than just music, because anybody can make, you know, this kind of music, and you can call it whatever you want. But if it don't vibe like melodic progressive house, it's not melodic progressive house, you know. And that's the cool part. So the beauty of this genre that I'm discovering is we still have so much melodic exploration that can be found inside of it. And I'm just one person. This is my perspective, but it really is a multifaceted diamond. And I'm just one facet of the diamond of the genre of what these artists represent in their music and in their actions. You know, at least 85 and 90% of the artists are really genuinely great people. They're really passionate people. They're not really looking to make anything from this, you know. A lot of them, you know, some of them may have different ideas, but there's a lot of artists in this scene that are just really good people, really passionate about their craft. They really honored the fact that it's melodic, you know, that it has all the elements of progressive house, you know, it has everything. and they just want to put their own style to it. So, that's the beauty of it all, is that it's so expressive in each artist. And it's amazing to be able to witness the growth of them. There's people that are growing and coming up in the scene. There's Yusuke Teranishi that just dropped a lot of music. Clue just released a bunch of videos and supported this album. And it's amazing. I'm so happy. Neil's Car just dropped something literally, I think yesterday. So, there's so much going on here with the scene, with the genre. It's coming up. There's a lot of people that are still skeptical about it, I think, but I know that's going to change coming up in the next year, especially when you start seeing all that's happening and going on. It's going to be great. And I am driving hard to make sure it happens. This is something that I enjoy. This is something that I love. This is a community that I want to be a part of. Absolutely. And, I'll recruit the people, so to speak, but it doesn't need to be recruited. The people are already there. That's the cool part. I started this group on Facebook, invited as many people on my friends list as possible, but really a lot of it, it just started spreading, there's over 200 members in there, and it's all just melodic progressive house. And literally there's like a new guy just posted last night about how he's a new artist, he's looking for music, and it's just amazing. I was just smiling because I'm watching this genre become a genre. I really am. And I'm happy to be a part of making this happen. I don't want to have the credit for it. I don't want to take the accolades or be responsible for it. I just want to make sure it happens, seriously. Because this music deserves it. This genre deserves it. It deserves somebody to really try to bring it to light. It deserves live events and shows. And if we can't do live events, then virtual events, and that's my thing. Like, I don't care, it doesn't have to be just expensive, super budgeted and advertised and spent all this money on to make it happen. We can just gather 10 or 15 people together. So, especially online, just like today, we had 15 people watching a premiere of a melodic progressive house set, and that to me, that's more than enough. That's more than enough for us to be doing something like this on a weekly, monthly, semi-monthly basis, bi-weekly, something. I think we could give more love and attention to the scene. So that's kind of my mission, is really just to give the scene some love and attention. That's why I want to podcast. That's why I want to talk about it. I want to discuss it. I want to be, in it, I guess, so to speak. I don't want to talk about it and then say what should be happening, because that's all I really hear. It's, it'd be great if we had this. Everybody says it'd be a dream if we had a show or something. And I realize, is anybody going to make it happen? Is it going to ever happen? Is something going to happen here, or are we all just going to sit around talking about it? And I don't want to talk about it like that. I rather try to make something happen. And this is the Zephyr effort, because a movement like this with love and happiness, positivity, I know it's kind of old school in a way, like the 70s or something, but it to me, it's something that I believe the world can always still use. We don't have to get rid of it just because, it was something that we did a while ago. I think we can still find ways to get together with this music and enjoy it. So, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. And, the guys, the people that are listening, you that are listening this morning, all you that listen and stuff, that are supporting me and that believe in me already, I can't thank you enough. I can't, because that's what it takes. That's really what it takes. It takes people that believe, and I believe in what I'm doing. So I'm glad you guys understand that and know that about me, because I don't, once I put my mind to something, I'm very, very determined to make it happen. And I put my mind to melodic progressive house, the genre, the scene, and I will make it happen. I will make it an official genre in Beatport. You can definitely mark my words on that one. We will have a Wikipedia page, and it will be an official selectable genre. And every streaming platform service that you can imagine, I will personally make sure that happens. I will make sure that I initiate the process. I'll tell you that much. If nobody else is doing it, I want it to happen. I want it to happen. I want to release music where I can select it as melodic progressive house without being a custom or alternate genre. There's so many other genres to select. So, it's not that it's a big deal. It really isn't. It's not that it has to be. I just think that a lot of people relate to this as music and relate to this genre, and a lot of people enjoy it. And in progressive house, the umbrella is already kind of wide. So I feel like we can narrow it down a little bit here to melodic progressive house, to niche it out a little bit more, to make it like this. I don't see a reason why not, because there's so many other genres that are niched out like that as well. We can definitely do that. We can definitely niche it out and sort of make it part of the community we desire it to be. And I like it, the community. I imagine it to be just a happy, positive, uplifting, motivating community. I truly do. But there's no telling, there's no telling how things could turn out. Eventually it'll get some attention, some like mainstream attention, so to speak. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what kind of attention. What we're really trying to do is we're just trying to get that music out there to that person that wants to hear it. So, the fame and the accolades and all the stuff is going to happen with people. But I really, really hope that the music gets to that person's ears, because it got to my ears, it got to my ears when I needed it. And I didn't care who the artist was. I didn't know who it was. I didn't matter. It didn't matter to me. I did not care one bit. I didn't care how his mixing was or anything. I mean, the mixings were always great. So, but you know what I'm saying? Like, none of that mattered. It just, the song hit me and it did what it did to me, and it made me feel the way I felt. And I can't be more happier that happened. So that's what I want to do. I want to keep that going. I want to pay it forward. I respect that happening. I respect the artists that have done that. I respect them all, and I love it. So that'll be it for today. That'll be all for this morning. That'll be my rant on melodic progressive house. But really, it's just that I just wanted you all to understand that it's just something that I'm passionate about and that I love and that I'm happy to do. I don't mind working hard or overtime or whatever for it. It's really not work to me like that. It does not feel like a 9 to 5. It's something that's fun to do. It's fun to wake up and do things like this. It's all about melodic progressive house, my music, my progression, things like that. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, being a part, for listening. It helps. And I think it helps me to talk about it too with you all. Even if it's just like one or two people that are listening, it's okay. I'm not trying to generate some kind of crazy, massive following with this. I just think it's great that we can all have a platform for us to speak and get our thoughts out there essentially for free. It's great. And I want to do that because I know that it's important to leave behind what you feel is important, what you're passionate about, if you can, and I'm passionate about this music, and I want to leave it behind for the next person to find, the next eager person to watch, me struggling to stream it all and figure it out, to pick it up like nothing and take off. I can't wait. So, sending you all lots of love and happiness this Tuesday morning. Don't you work too hard, but if you are, just remember to slow it down a little bit and breathe. Thank you all again for chilling with the breeze. I'll catch you all next time. Bye, everybody.